Hello there, I'm Moldy, and every Saturday here in 2025, I will be going live 7 p.m. UTC. So, whatever your time zone is, +5, -5, do that to 7, and I hope to see you there every single Saturday. But last Saturday, we built the MIDI Scout Home One, which came out in January. I know a load of you don't have hours to sit through the entire thing, so consider this a best of moments. And if you change your mind and do want to go back, for a bit more context, I'll leave the full stream on the end of the video, but I hope you enjoy and may the bricks be with you. 2 weeks ago, we were here building the invisible hand. I've added some micro vulture droids to the top of it. The really cool thing with these vulture droids is they use the exact same pieces, the both of them. Speaking of Home One, you might remember not too long ago, it feels pretty recent, I think it was over Christmas that I was building this. So it might have been early January that you saw the video of the original Home One set, which I have here. This A-wing at the front did come with the set. This is a green A-wing. We've also got this block back here, which is separated into two different chunks. We've got this front side, which has the little meeting where all the pilots and a few droids and that are all gathered around. And then on the flip side, we've got Gile. It's a trap. Akbar in his spinny chair, which this is such a cool feature. I really like the spinny mechanisms, but we're not here to talk about this. I started this year saying never going to build a MIDI scale ship. I saw the Falcon on a really good discount, and I'm arguing whether I should have picked that up. Once down the MIDI scale path, I go, forever will it dominate my destiny. And now here we are, our third MIDI scale in like 3 weeks. I have the instructions on my phone to try and free up some of my monitor space. And take a look at the Lego Builder app. We actually get a complete 3D model. I wonder if I could just yank this out of here and like this on the printer. And like with all really good Star Wars sets, look, we got some pinks, we got some yellows. C2 Productions over on Twitch. Am I thinking of getting the ARC 170 around May 4th? Definitely. I've got some plans for that ARC 170. I mean, as a ship, it looks really cool. And the Eater as well. Two ships here in the UK, 40 quid, 60 quid. I think the Eater's 40 quid, the ARC is 60 quid, £100 in the bag. That qualifies you for the poly bag, which is this Falcon. I already have the Falcon. Maybe I can try and build it in the bag like I did the Gonk with the Advent calendar over Christmas. But I might even give this away to one of you guys if you miss out on getting the poly bag. I feel like everyone's going to get it. Better to buy the ARC 170 than parting it out, because if you part it out instead of buying the set, costs more than the asking price. Oh, that's very rare with sets. I've been breaking down the Onyx Cinder. Many of you will probably know that because I'm building the mock, and it's ready. It is ready to go for a video next week, so I didn't have to rush it. Actually, I haven't been weighing these sets. We used to weigh them and find out their price per piece, how they worked out. And usually Star Wars, there was either decent or horrible. You never got really good ones. I think Vader's transformation is one of the only Lego sets that actually works out really good from the Star Wars theme on price per piece. All right, it's kind of in focus. I guess the brightness ain't changing, but there you go. We've got Ahsoka this side, followed by the A-Wing, followed by Akbar. Now let's try and reset that before it all goes haywire. I have heard rumor, I don't know how true it is, that the May UCS set is not going to be a silly money Death Star. In fact, that's going to be out later this year, and the actual UCS set is going to be a Jango Fett Slave 1. That's perked up some ears in the chat, but it would I would take a massive Grievous. Yeah, where's our UCS Grievous? We're getting Chewbacca, we're getting 3PO, R2. I think last week we might have spoken about the rumored B1 battle droid as well, which would go cool with a 3PO. Where's Grievous at? It's Revenge of the Sith. He plays more. Grievous does play more of a role in Revenge of the Sith than the battle droids. And considering, there's an army of battle droids, Grievous is the main droid. Might have to run a poll in chat. Who's the main droid in Revenge of the Sith? All right, I'll leave that running throughout the rest of the stream, and we will see. If you're watching this on demand as a VOD, leave a comment. Who is the main droid of Revenge of the Sith? Grievous is taking the cake, 100%. No one to disagree here. Bag number 2. Grievous is still in the lead with 100%. No one dares challenge the might of General Grievous. Grievous leading as he should. Yeah, Grievous Still 100%. No one dares to go. I guess just how fearsome Grievous is. No one dares go against him. Well, I mean, it depends. If you continue watching Revenge of the Sith, I'm not going to spoil that movie. It only came out 20 years ago. 20 years. I don't remember. I didn't go to the cinema for it. I would have been 20 years ago. 24, 20 years ago. 4 years old. Yeah, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. 20 years. How old? Clone Wars must be, getting on. Oh, that's a scary thought. Happy 5 years to The Mandalorian. We got Grogu in January, and then I guess we've also got the N1. That's from a later season. We can't count that. Grogu and the Pram, maybe Mando anniversary, and then we've got the Clone Wars set, Revenge of the Sith set. We've got the AT-AT driver helmet that's coming out. So we've got Mando. We've got Revenge of the Sith. We got Empire Strikes Back. We've also got the poly bag, quite Empire Strikes Back-ish. There you go. Happy anniversary, Force Awakens. One poly bag. I'll take that. I still would like to get something for Force Awakens. I feel like it was a very pivotal point. The first Disney movie, the start of the sequels, and possibly the start of its own saga. I like the Anakin saga being 1 to 6, even though 4, 5, 6 does feel a bit more of Luke's journey up until the end. Luke's saga 4 to 9, because Luke goes through a lot in the sequels. Rey's saga 7 to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 7 to 12. So you'd think I'd be a bit quicker with that. I don't want to be seeing episode XIII or whatever it would be at that point in Roman numerals on the screen in the cinema. It'd be cool, but I'd rather keep getting Star Wars stories and different, tales of Star Wars and stuff like that, as opposed to just continuing, because it does alienate the other movies. Keep getting Star Wars 7, 8, 9. That was cool for Disney to bring that back. They wrapped it up. Did we know that the Ghost was in the final battle of Episode 9? But you need to keep a close eye out. I think, I'll be honest, I'm still yet to see it in the actual movie. For anyone that can't sit through the entire stream, it's just going to be a little best bits and all of the fun that we had. And specifically showing off this model here, which is longer than the Invisible Hand, definitely longer than the Acclimator, longer than the Venator. The Venator's about 2 studs longer than the Acclimator, I do believe, but just about 4 studs so far, and it might bulge out a little bit more at the front. Commander Fox, who's hidden by this giant sensor of a Lego box, because of how, actually, you can't, where can you see up? Oh, Commander Fox is well off the screen. Commander Fox, who's right up there. Torso's a bit too much white, which, considering they've printed white on red, and then also with the legs, I hear a lot of people talking about the torso, but his legs are also inaccurate. His kneecaps aren't coloured. The red's meant to be going a bit further down. Oh, Lego, what are you doing? Gonk Rex, doing great. Made a Lego pirate ship mock. Matey. The pirate skiff I made instructions for recently, and I was looking at other ships to do, because there is the little ship that landed on the Spar planet in Skeleton Crew, and I was looking at doing that. I could try to build that with the Onyx Cinder, but the problem I find with, and we'll get back to the Queen Anne Revenge, Star Wars ships in general, I guess, just seem to be a bit more bland. Not bland, they're very detailed, but they stick with the aesthetic. And for Skeleton Crew, a lot of the ships were just beat up, a lot of them smooth. I'm building a few mocks at the minute, and a lot of the ships, much like the AV7 turret, they're hard to put together, because a lot of them are just smooth-sided, not a lot of detail. Pirates Caribbean set could go really. That original set, the Flying Dutchman, is so much money, and I wouldn't have it built for long. As you can see with the sets behind me, these get built, these get broken down a little bit later. Usually it's a couple months. I wonder how long these ships will stay up, but these also look really cool on display. If you've got any images of like any mocks or that you want to show, definitely send them over to Instagram. I am trying to keep tabs on Instagram and respond to messages. I'm terrible with it. Feel free to send any images of mocks and that you want over to Instagram, and I'll definitely check them out. Grievous has been dethroned. Oh no, what's going on? The chat has The chat has gone to R2 and battle droids drawing second. R2 slash 3PO. There's definitely an argument. Setting those two B2s up in flames. That's fair enough. And then battle droids. You know, the whole war is clones versus droids. The battle droids were causing quite a bit of. I tell you what, battle droids. We'll throw in with the battle droids the vulture droids as well. Vulture droids slash battle droids. Those vulture droids. You imagine those vulture droids with 8 legs. That is terrifying. That, yeah, I'm flying the other way. Saruman was in a Lego set. I think we got a Saruman Tower like years. Like I say, some of these sets are a little older than I care to think back. But we got Saruman recently because we've got two. We've got Rivendell, and as far as Lord of the Rings, Rivendell, and we've also got Barad-dûr. I think it was called, the giant black tower in Mordor. I don't think Saruman came with any of them. Well, but have I seen Paddington? You know what? I haven't. There are some really good things to have come out of, to come out of the UK. Yeah, a lot of Star Wars was filmed here. Somehow your channel, which would be your plan B plan. It's definitely not going back to Sainsbury's, not Feds. I'd probably pursue some sort of, movie editing that, and I'd be starting off at rock bottom. I think that is an awesome job, and I'd want to get in on that. So yeah, YouTube goes up. I'll be working on the Mandalorian movie. Found the secret in the channel profile icon. Oh, yeah. First, it was the reuse of thumbnails. You break it, you're hacking into all these channel secrets. I'd love to try and build that in Lego, like a massive 1x1 brick, and get that on the shelf behind. I think that would look pretty cool next to Captain Rex. We finally got Anakin slaughtering the Tusken Raiders. Look, I know it wasn't meant to be that. It come with Mandalorian, it come with Grogu, but it was a Tusken Raider hut. And it did happen to be on the same planet, at least, where Anakin, dark deeds. Anakin, no. Like a Lego man has fallen into a lake. A Tusken Raider has fallen into the path of Anakin Skywalker on his plot to wipe out the Tuskens. Send the Bantha. Hey, build the Bantha. And it's just... Oh, that's genius. That needs to be made after this. Yeah, just Anakin just slaughtering all these Tuskens like a bantha. Now with Anakin's help, you can kill the men, the women, and the children. Each Tusken Raider sold separately. Kelly's just realised, watch a bunch of my vids and never subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. Grievous has dropped to 50%. R2-3PO putting up a third, 33%, and battle droids slash vulture droids, kind of adding them in, 17%. No, I tell you what, Force Ghost Grievous, that's terrifying. Imagine like Palpatine's falling and just Grievous jumps out. I know Grievous weren't exactly one with the Force and all that, but still terrifying. I think Grievous just jumping out. Grievous Dathomir horror game. Oh, we might be onto something. Bag 4 here. We don't need bag 4. We're not going to talk about bag 4. Bag 4. We want to see the inside of the Home One. So if you are going through this and not deciding to build bag 4, you will need this, which... Oh, so this other side is from bag 4. So this front piece you're going to need from bag 4. Maybe we just skip this entire build. I don't know why I put these bits in bag 3. I guess we don't need that. I think in terms of Star Wars greats, take my personal bias of Luke, Ahsoka out of it for a second. R2, Chewie. Chewie has been there. Yoda and Chewie have been there through most of Star Wars. So, they're quite good. I'd even whack up Maz Kanata, but these are just old characters at this point. Maybe Hyang. Whack in Hyang as well. Force Ghost Grievous. Please. Yes, please. Star Wars, if you're watching this, I know Lego probably clicked. When I threw that bag 4, we lost everyone working at Lego. Clicked off this stream, no longer wanted to watch. But if there is someone watching, if there is someone out there, please, Force Ghost Grievous, that would look, even just a hologram Grievous, that would work for so many different Clone Wars stories. And I think we might see a hologram, like if we get a Mustafar build, add a little hologram Grievous on there when the Separatist leaders reach Mustafar. So much opportunity. Big Star Wars nerd. Yeah, we're all big Lego we're big Lego nerds. We're big Star Wars. Big Lego nerds, Star Wars geeks. I can't remember the difference between them. Everyone makes fun. Everyone makes fun of you. Oh, and I don't care. Yes, that's the spirit. Not caring. Don't bottle anything up, but not caring. You know, they're making fun. They're missing out. Look what they're missing out on. Star Wars, Lego. We're having all the fun over here. So they can go and well, what do people do that don't watch Star Wars and build Lego? I don't know. I really want to grab an official Lego version of that Grievous because the Star Wars games, that was one of the most funniest, being Kenobi and the clone troop, or mainly Kenobi. So we've just put some studs into the green snot bricks from. I wonder if this isn't even an Easter egg. This little pocket we were looking at earlier, I bet this means nothing and was just used. It could be a little monitor or something, but I bet it's nothing important and it's just to hold this front bit on. Well, Gong Rex hasn't been in the streams for so long. Well, welcome back. It's a nice place to chill. Nice therapeutic, I find all of these as well. We're now streaming on Twitch as well, which has a few people are more comfortable on Twitch, so it's always handy keeping up the other one. Hadn't even gone to that step yet. Grievous is a cyborg. Hello there, Benji. And that's a good point. That is a very good point. I said the best droid, didn't I? Yes, Grievous is leader of the droids. So, you know, honorary droid, but Grievous is a cyborg. Oh, very well caught out on that. Grievous is a cyborg. So who is the main cyborg of Revenge of the Sith? Darth Vader. Grievous, who is the main four-armed cyborg? Grievous. There's no four-armed cyborg other than Grievous, right? Really handy having no windows here so you can actually grip the plates, because I have a feeling I'd probably just push this in and I might end up snapping one of the pieces, or Hera and Ahsoka on the inside would just go flying. Now we are building, look at that. We are building the little Nebulon B frigate. There's that tiny little dot off in the distance. I have built a Tantive as well to go with it. I'm going to take just the Tantive, and we've got a few stud holes on the side. So there we go. We've got our Tantive out front. Yeah, let's get the Nebulon B just next to it. And we have a handful more elements, but we haven't come across these in the instructions. And that is because after building the Nebulon, we've got some more pieces to add on to the set. I am a bit thrown off the fact that they've left them to last. Profundity. You're saying it doesn't really help me, so I don't know why. There was a comment. Admiral Radus. Oh yes, our other favourite Mon Calamari. He needs to go clean the fridge. Oh, does that mean eating food? I'll help. Go get a parent. All right, quick math. 6 times 8. 48. Hey. Right, we'll rate it in just a second. I think this looks really, really cool. We've got to ignore the Tantive. I know the Tantive makes this look like a 10 out of 10. Oh, it's a full-on like product survey. What do we get? What do we win? All right, I'll be doing that after this stream. I think this set looks really cool. And I do think, well, first off, comparing it to the other two MIDI scale builds, this is slightly bigger than both of them, and it definitely shows. I think there's probably a bit less in height. There's none of the really tall bridges. The bridges are fairly kept small and simple. But I like the fact that this included a little ship. Nebulon B on the Home One would be the Hammerhead Corvette on the Profundity. There you go. Definitely remembered that name. Yeah, this set has been really, really cool. A lot of slopes. Again, 52 of those round 1x2 elements is absolutely crazy. Really like the different ships. I guess I really like the Nebulon B standing aside from it because it also gives a sense of scale. And on this channel, we do love a bit of scale. We do love a bit of scale. That's why we try to build in 145 for all the ships so that we can compare. And I have a feeling, how big's the Venator to the Invisible Hand? I have a feeling these are somewhat similar, but the Home One probably a bit bigger than the other ones. The MIDI scale aren't all in the same scale. As I said, Nebulon B did have its own semi-exclusive. I don't know if any of the parts are exclusive. Maybe we can try and build that and then build the MIDI scale Tantive, because both of these little ships that are small compared to the Home One have their own MIDI scout sets. So it's nice that they're blown up into their own proportions, but the interior of this just makes this better.